Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining me. Preston Judd here, running for Florida House District 2. It's a pleasure to be able to speak with you. Last week, I delved very lightly into the property tax attempt that Florida is making to get rid of them. I had a few questions with that last video. I will try to answer those, as well as throw out a couple things that I heard with trying to eliminate the cost of living hike that these property taxes are creating with the local constituents, not just here, but across Florida, across the United States, in fact. The big question, ways to fund our communities and our programs that are integral to making our communities function properly and safely. Some of the proposals that I have heard to fund our programs, there was an idea of making the homestead exemption for seniors, so just completely eliminating property tax for a certain age bracket. The idea of a higher sales tax, a luxury service tax, a mansion tax, increased fees, special assessments, redirect tourism taxes, spending cuts in the communities that would require internal audits and external, in my opinion, because we saw some of the games that were exposed when DOGE went through. Some are also calling for a more immediate approach. When you have a bill, right now we have 7 or 8 that are proposed. When these get voted on, they need that 60% threshold to make it through. And then it takes approximately 2 years to make it take effect. For some, that is too long. We need more immediate relief because the cost of living is affecting people's lives and quality of life. So some are saying that it needs to be faster. Immediate turn back, temporary, to give some immediate relief, and then, my opinion, consolidate these 7 or 8 bills that have been proposed, put it into one, try to get that 60% threshold, then get it put into action and make it stick. Because if you don't make it solid, there's always going to be factions out there that are always wanting that money in the best interest of the taxpayer here in Florida, in my opinion. Questions that I received, a question from Mike, the city manager's salaries, right? So that is one thing that DOGE could go through. Some of these audits, we need to check and look into that, make sure that we're not wasting these property taxes on somebody's yacht, on somebody's mansion. We need to be sure that we're using these taxpayer dollars 100% for the benefit of the community and for our fellow Floridians. The second question came from Jennifer Weeks of how are we going to replace, I think it's around $45 billion of lost revenue from property taxes. Not this guy's problem. I'm not elected yet, but if you do elect me, I will guarantee you that I will dig into it and try to be innovative and try to find alternate ways that are not risking the quality of life of hardworking Americans out there that work every day and don't want to see their tax money spent frivolously, as we saw come to light during the most recent DOGE audit. Jerry had a good insight, which was, as I am in favor of, consolidating the 7 or 8 bills that are making their way through. You have to go out and get your taxes filed. Somebody charge you $400, $500 to do that. That shouldn't be the case. You should be able to understand it clearly, consolidate it, get the 60%, get the constitutional amendment in there on the books, along with some immediate relief would be beneficial. I know it would be, because I live here and I deal with it just like everyone else. That is a brief summary of some things that I learned not only this week when I spoke with gubernatorial candidate Renner. He came through, he had some good insight. I will be looking forward to seeing some of the other candidates and their ideas. It is time for innovation. The taxes are breaking Americans' banks. They're losing their quality of life. They're having to grind day in and day out and really not see a whole lot for all that effort. The American dream is being eroded because the nature of these unsustainable taxes that have no way of coming down unless we say it's enough. Preston Judd here, running for Florida House District 2. I would appreciate your vote. Please follow and like. I will be doing this every Thursday with a flavor of the week of something that I feel personally, and also talking with constituents, have seen that is affecting, like I said, quality of life. It's affecting your bottom line, your bank account, and you're not seeing a lot of fruits for all your efforts of out here, paying your taxes, not owning your house because you have to pay it to the state every year. Preston Judd, OWF, of the people, with the people, and for the people. OWF also stands for Our West Florida. Let's take it back. Let's make this seat speak for you.